Welcome back to Jazzgrass Game, where Brian
We weren't
goes up.
recording. Why the fuck weren't you recording? You fucking nerd.
Sorry, I didn't
The
start
fuck is your problem? What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm so in conversation with you today.
That's why I was like trying to point away from the fact that you live in that particular place while you were talking about that particular place.
That's great. Good thing I wasn't recording.
Jesus, man. But yeah, no, P47s, man. P47D. You know, it's I've made a lot of it's a fun plane to fly.
Yeah, I agree.
But I feel like the longer you fly it, the worse you get at it.
Yes, it's
It's a plane where the more hours you put into it, the worse you get.
You know what the problem is with the P47D? It's a patience plane.
Oh, definitely.
Like you gotta boom and zoom.
Yeah.
And you gotta make sure you got the energy. You gotta energy trap.
Yeah,
you can't turn fight. It's mostly made for ground pounding.
But that's kind of the thing that I have with it is like that plane is it could be so much fun to play, but not in the context of War Thunder.
No.
Because in the context of War Thunder, you want to have very close engagement with people.
Yeah.
And you want you don't want to just nobody likes the players.
They try hard, climb to 4 kilometers up.
Climb to 4K and just start swooping in on people. And you never see them. They use stealth bullets.
Boom,
they use literal stealth ammo.
fucking wearaboos doing the stealth. I hate that so much.
If you're flying around in a BF-109 or a BF-110 with stealth bullets swooping in on people from high up in the enemy spawn.
Yep.
That's why are you playing War Thunder?
It's like, come on, dude. At this point, you should have already have a jack. Go to top tier.
Look, okay, I know Dennis and I are shit at video games, but you gotta at least respect the fact that we'll often go the most difficult route in any video game we play, right?
We're not gonna cheese it. No,
that's literally cheesing.
They're cheesing it hard.
Everything.
That's why I stopped playing War Thunder, and now I'm a fucking sim nerd because it's like, yeah, I'm flying my plane. I'm just chilling out. I'm doing some objective. There's not too much enemy fighters.
Well, the thing that I often have with Sims is that they're just a little too
there's a
too
learning
intense
curve.
for
Such
my
a learning curve.
Because I cannot play a video game for longer than 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because
a mission takes an hour sometimes, and it's just like
yeah. I mean, for example, with Flight Sim, right? Microsoft Flight Sim.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying the shit out of it. I've just been going on these bush flights, but these bush flights, I never complete them because they genuinely do expect you to fly for 5 hours straight. 5 full hours. I chose the one that looked the shortest.
Yeah.
And it was the Alaska bush trip, and it was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Honestly, props to Microsoft. The game is awesome. Now that I've learned how to adjust my trim and all that stuff, it's a great
you got
game.
I had to figure that out as well, man.
That's
the fucking
difficult,
trim,
by the way.
and also the
for the people at home who don't know what trim is basically the poor man's autopilot.
Yeah. So what it does is it lines out your control surfaces so you're flying straight, so you don't have to put in all yourself.
Well, yeah,
it takes away workload.
Otherwise, if you let go of your of your steering. Yeah. What'll happen is you'll just start climbing and dropping and climbing and dropping and climbing and dropping.
You got to trim it out. That's what they do.
So you got to straighten it out. But yeah, now that I've learned that, flying has become a lot easier, but also a lot more fun.
Have you gotten the hang of the slip indicator? So there's usually this black like half circle, and in the middle it's white, and it has this ball with 2 lines on the side of it in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So when it goes a little to the left, you got to put in more left rudder, so it flies straighter. So you're not slipping, so you're not diagonally flying.
No, and because the planes that I fly just don't have that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing about Flight Sim. It's a lot more. You're flying on screens.
Whoa!
So they don't have the old indicators.
That's just a modern plane.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
it's a different experience.
The thing that you're after, that is a more old-fashioned way of controlling your airplane. But modern airplanes do that pretty much automatically.
Yeah, that's true.
So the only thing you really have to pay attention to is your heading and your trim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're of course how much power
you also
am I
trim
giving?
that out, of course. The yawing.
One thing that I am still learning is how to use your fuel. So like how far do I set up my throttle to keep myself going forward at a speed that I reach my destination as well as have the
Not
fuel to
burning
reach
all.
the
Yep.
destination.
Well, a lot of that is like altitude, because the higher you are, the more efficient you are with your fuel,
That is correct. But the
and
thing about
especially with jets.
one
With
thing that I
jets.
have with that is like I really
You like the low flying.
yeah.
Yeah. Like when I
wanna
was
see, I like seeing what I'm flying
Yeah,
over. I like
remember when
seeing
I
the
was,
treetops and all that stuff. It's
remember
fun.
when I was streaming IL-2?
Yeah.
And I was doing that.
Yeah.
Havoc
When you were in
over
that
Kuban.
valley
I was
with all
doing
the trees and shit,
So
and
I
your
was
body
doing-
had like flown straight
Mhm.
into some treetops.
So what I was doing there is I was playing the campaign of Havoc over Kuban, where you're
we
playing
could just
A10s
we could just name this episode
A20s.
Brian and Dennis Nerd Out.
on flight sims, yeah. But yeah, I'm playing the A20s, like these bombers, 2 engines, and you're flying over the Kuban, and the Kuban is like the Black Sea around
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So you got the Krim and all that stuff. Like they didn't have that in there.
Yeah.
Didn't want to make it complicated, you know. So, but you have a lot of mountains there across the sea. So yeah, you have to pass through them low, so you don't get spotted. Of course, it's all set up, so duh.
Yeah.
But like, so you don't get spotted, and it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just flying for chasm. And this one time, I was like, so I went to the objective, I bombed the shit out of him. I got shot a couple of times, so it was leaking fuel. I look at my fuel gauge, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh.
But I'm in
man.
these mountains with just forest.
Yeah.
So I was just following these curves, like trying to just enough throttle to get over the hill, stalling. Oh yeah, there's the hill. All right, throttle back, gliding down.
Yeah.
And I went all the way to a little fucking like creek, little river. I was like, oh, this bank looks clear. Throttle down, flaps full, gear. Come on, flaps, go down. I know I'm going too fast. I need these flaps.
Oh.
And you're just like, all right, keep steady. And,
Oh,
and I got the pedal, so I'm just like pedaling with my fucking face. I'm working my core.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're
My
coming out of
lats
there
are
with a
engaged.
six-pack,
It's like, oh. And I touch it down perfectly, and I hit the brakes just a little too hard, and I flip over.
Oh man.
But I survived. Mission accomplished. I was forced to land.
That's actually like good
Those
stuff.
are my favorite things, when you're
One
like
thing that
all
I-
shut up and you're just like, oh.
One thing that I've also been doing is I'm a very diverse man. So I love being away from society, right?
Yes.
I prefer to be a recluse and all that stuff. But I also really love seeing those metropolis, like so seeing really big cities.
Yes.
Like so that's why, for example, they added so they have these small missions that have no objective. You don't fly anywhere.
Yeah.
And you have just like infinite fuel, and you just fly around like beautiful places.
No,
And that's
nice
one thing I
sightseeing.
really like about Microsoft Flight Sim, because so for example the other day I was flying above Singapore and like going between the buildings and just
Mhm.
looking at all the different stuff they put there, and I'm just like, this is a lot of fun. Like, and that's what I also really liked about, for example, about when we were in Tokyo. It's just it just feels weirdly comfortable being in this concrete jungle.
Yes. I feel like we do.
I know it's like the last place you're supposed to feel at ease, but it's the
Because
it's the
it's
one
like,
place
oh,
I feel the most at ease.
I can recluse here while being around people.
Yeah,
It's like you fade away in the sea of people.
it's kind of like the best of both ways, because you're pretty much a nobody in a big city.
And it's fun to fly around there. You got a lot of building scope out.
But there's also I've just been enjoying it. I've also like been flying over Bora Bora, and I think it's called like
Bora Bora.
the Maldives, somewhere
Oh.
like a small island, and,
Yeah.
like tropical and shit. I don't remember
Is it in the
what it's
Pacific?
called. Huh?
Is it in the
I
Pacific?
think so.
Oh yeah, I
think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I flew around there, and these are just like really short experiences. You can be
Yeah.
done within like half an hour, and I really like that, because as I said before, I can't really do long gaming sessions.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, I don't know. I just don't feel like I have the energy for it anymore.
Well, that's what I have when I'm playing IL-2, because some of these fucking missions, they last like an hour and a
Yeah.
half. And you're doing that. And when I first try them, if I don't die, like immediately, like the first try, when I finally do get there or crash or whatever, like I'll just, hit the autopilot and fast forward so I'm quick at the objective. But the first time I tried, I try to fly in formation,
Yeah.
try to stay high, try to stay the same age, and that's
Ow.
concentration. Like I am at that moment, I'm just fully like.
Oh,
all
one
right,
thing about
gotta like nice. Stroke the throttle, stroke the throttle,
yeah.
keep it in line.
Well, one thing that kind of confuses me about Microsoft Flight Sim, everybody says like, yeah, you could just turn on your autopilot and your plane will just fly to the objective on its own. But I cannot get it to work.
You don't want to know why, Brian?
Because I would like to use it, because that way I could just sit back and enjoy the podcast, enjoy the beautiful game that I'm playing in my own way. But I cannot figure out how to use the autopilot, because all it does is keep me going like at the same altitude that I am, as well as keep me going straight. But that's not enough. It needs to also adjust its course when I need to take a turn.
Why the problem is there, Brian? What? Because these people who say like, let's turn on autopilot are fucking nerds. Because to turn the autopilot on,
it's difficult, man.
You gotta be a fucking nerd, because you gotta put in a lot of things. Like, all right, you gotta take this map, use these.
Whenever
waypoints.
I look up a tutorial, everybody's like, "Yeah, just press this button, bang, done." But it never works for me.
Yeah,
I don't get how it works. So I don't know. I think I just need to do more googling and be a little bit more smart. But
it's fucking funny. It's not funny. It's tragic. But what's tragic?
What?
A lot of plane crashes happen because they put in like automated flight controls the wrong way and fight against them, and the plane thinks like they're doing something else, so they go like, they put in like an altitude.
Yeah,
it's like, this is the altitude, it's got to hold the plane.
Yeah,
but suddenly something happens and the pilots are like, we've got to push down, so they push the nose down, but they forget to turn that thing off, so the plane will fight it and like try and angle up and like increase throttle and angle up and increase throttle, and they stall out and shit. Like it's fighting against it. You have these warnings, but like in those stressful situations, people mess up.
Exactly.
It doesn't happen a lot. Still very safe way to travel, and once you do have the issue, at least you'll be flat. It's done quick. Lasers should not like fucking all the way up in the sky.
Damn, your throat just about like.
Did you hear that little wheeze?
Yeah.
The thing is like
the little inhaling wheeze as well. It's not even a wheeze from you exhaling. It's literally from taking oxygen.
Yeah. That's because there was like a little phlegm there. And also like I'm recovering from my old throat ache, which is going great.
Let's play the video game. But like nobody came.
Came and stuff. But like, oh my god.
Alright, let's take and steal. Stole 5G from the till. They had a till. Read?
Hey, this is Brady.
This is Gabby.
If you're reading this,
then, like, bad news for you, mega evil weirdo.
Alpha's just came here and she's taking us.
Someplace super duper safe.
But first, we gotta use these gel pens.
Chill, Alphas. We don't wanna waste pens.
And don't even think about stealing our stuff.
Yeah, creep. Like, leave our junk alone.
Got it? It's not junk.
Yeah, our garbage is really valuable.
Anyway, in closing, you're a total loser. Signed,
Caddy Hardy. Alright, let's take all the shit.
I got some junk food, heals 17 HP, an empty gun that has no bullets.
12 exists, plus 2 AT. Hey,
yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's worse than the other one.
Our pandas.
It's the cowboy hat.
I mean, our pan is good, by the way. It does 10 attack, and it increases 4 HP when you use a healing item.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, yeah. Cowboy hat. 2
attack up when worn, and a 12 defense in general.
Kind of good.
So plus 2 defense. Probably to someone's house. It's a mystery key to
Metaton's house. Yeah. I'll just take it.
Yeah, fuck it. Cowboy hat seems like a good idea in the junk food, of course.
Yeah, I'll keep that there. Empty gun.
Oh yeah, they have infinites of these, so we can literally fill our inventory. But they do only heal 17 HP.
It's the only thing I have.
Fair enough. Maybe if we can find a box nearby.
Because sometimes. Yeah, I was also thinking about that. Alright. Well,
also, even the shop song was like
was
redone.
Ooh, I like that.
Wait, let me
It's
turn up
cheeky.
the volume
Yeah.
for us a bit. Oh yeah, no, this one was literally just slowed. Not like remade like the other one.
Still sounds great. Great, jeez. Anyway, guys,
That's dope.
next time on Jazzgrass Gaming, we'll be doing something else.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.